Okay, boys and girls, today we get to decorate our covers. So your sketchbook looks just like this. It has the word art on it, and you should already have some drawings inside. So now we get to decorate the cover. And so we know they're yours. We're gonna decorate the cover with your name. So I bet you didn't know that you could turn your name into art. And there's many artists out there who use letters and numbers as the focus of their art. So we are going to do that today. So I'm going to start with a pencil and I'm going to write my name. Now, because you all call me by my last name, you call me Mr. Casaboon, and you don't call me by my first name, I'm going to write Casaboon. But for you, you are going to write your first name, okay? Now, if you want, you can also write your last name too, if you have space, or even your middle name as well. So whichever parts of your name you would love to add, you can. Just no nicknames, okay? Now, remember one of my rules in my sketchbook is to fill up your page. So that's what I'm gonna try to do today. I want my cover to be as beautiful as possible. So now I'm gonna take my pencil and I'm gonna print my name. Now, if you don't know how to do letters yet, that's okay. I will link some worksheets on how to print uppercase and lowercase letters. So that way, these will also be linked so you can download these and print them out and do some practicing before. Okay. Also, if you want to practice writing your name in your sketchbook, that's okay too. But just remember, one page per class. So I started with the letter C, and then my last name has lots of letters. So I might have to squeeze them a little bit. So I have to might make them a little skinny for them all to fit. Now, if you make a mistake, why we do it in pencil is so we can erase. Now, you'll notice that when I'm drawing, I try to draw really, really lightly. That way, if I have to erase, I can. So if I erase, see how it disappears? If I had a really dark line, it would be very hard to disappear. Now, I like my letters to line up with each other, but it's up to you. You're the artist. So this is just what I like. I like things nice and neat. That's just what I like. Okay. So there's my name written out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm not even gonna erase this. I'm gonna color on top of it. So I'm gonna take my crayons and I can do as many colors or I can do one color if I want to. So I love orange, so I'm gonna pick like an orangey red. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna color over my letter. So I'm gonna take my crayon and I'm just gonna follow the line and I'm gonna color right on top. So that way, my letter is a little bit thicker. See how that C really shows up? Now, I can also change colors, so I might go to blue next. Now, what I can also do is I can take my letters, trace them, that means I go over the same letter, and then I go over it again, maybe a little bit bigger, and I might even go over it again a little bit smaller. So, see how I make my letter a little bit more interesting. Now I can continue to add more colors, but I think I'm gonna do a pattern. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my orange and my blue. Now notice when I'm coloring, I don't wanna make my scribble too big because then you can't read the letter. So I'm just tracing over the letter again, and I'm going around and around and around. background. Now, if you're nervous about trying this on your sketchbook cover at first, you can practice on a separate paper, or if you want to practice in your sketchbook, that's great too. Okay, I've had lots of practice, so I'm confident that I can do this without practicing first. So I'm just following my letters, having a good old time, and notice how bright it's starting to become. So now I'm just going to color. Now I do have to be careful. This paper that's on the cover is a little bit thin. It's construction paper. So I like to hold my paper down while I'm coloring. That way I don't rip it. Now if it does rip, you can always add tape on top. So here's a cover that my older students are making. And you notice it's shiny because I added tape on top. So you can always do that too. But I would ask your parents to help you out with that part, because that is a little challenging, and it was even challenging for me. So ask your parents to help you if you want to add tape to your cover. I'm not going to show you that though, because you don't need it. All right, so there's my name. Now you can outline your letters if you want. Outlining means that you're going to take a dark color and you can trace over or chase around your letters. I don't think I need to do that today. So now what I get to do is I get to color and decorate the background. So I can start with pencil again. That way I know where to draw. So I'm obsessed. That means I really love polka dots. So I'm gonna add some polka dots on my cover. Big circles, small circles. Now if you like polka dots too, you can use them. It's okay if you copy, but I really want you guys to try and make your own design, okay? So there's some polka dots. Really like to put them all over. I like to put them inside my letters and outside my letters. Really, really decorate. Now I just don't know when to stop because I just want to add polka dots everywhere. So I just add them wherever I feel like I need one. Okay, I think that's good. Maybe one more up here. Now, for the background, I like to choose other colors that I did not use yet. So I've already used orange and I've already used blue. So I'm gonna try to pick colors that I haven't used yet. Now, you might hear me say the word background and you might not know what a background is. A background is behind your picture. So all this yellow paper is the background. So now I'm gonna take my green, and you know what? Sometimes I like to use different kinds of green. So maybe I'll use light green and dark green. And I'll trace first. And it's okay if you see those pencil lines, it doesn't matter. And then I color. And then I trace again. And I color. So I might speed this part of the video up so you guys can see me coloring. Now, if you're trying to get around those pesky staples, just take your time. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, but you can see our cover is really starting to take shape. Now I'm gonna switch to my dark green. Ooh, that looks really cool with the dark green. I might even add a third green, I don't know. Let's see what else I got in here. These are the crayons you guys usually use. your pictures. So maybe I'll use a different color. Ooh, you know what? I'll use yellow. Yellow is a good color to use right next to it. Oh, wow. See how those colors show up? Yeah, perfect. I turn my page whenever I need to get to the other side. Notice I always hold onto my sketchbook as I'm coloring. Just like that. You can color over the word art if you want to. It's stamped on there. It's nice and dark, so you don't have to worry about covering that up. Unless you use black, then maybe you can cover it up. I don't recommend it. That way it says art on it. So now no one will have any doubt this sketchbook is yours because it has your name on it. Okay, let's go back to yellow. So it's called a pattern when you repeat something. So because I'm repeating circles or dots, this is considered to be a pattern. Polka dots are a pattern. Sorry if my camera is shaking. I'm coloring furiously. Okay. All right. So there's my sketchbook cover. Now I could even color around the dots if I want to. I could add more dots if I want to. I see some little spots. I could add a few dots in between the letters. So I might go ahead and do that. Now,